Episode 3, The Battle of the Scientists or the Mad Doctors, Futurama's Farnsworth versus Archer's Krieger versus Rick and Morty Sanchez. Which Mad Doctor do I like the most? Welcome to Cartoon Clash. Personalities. Let's start with Hubert J. Farnsworth. He's the senile old man scientist that occasionally shows signs of being crazy and a little power mad. Okay, a lot of signs of being crazy. Okay, very power mad. He has the most humanity out of these doctors slash scientists, showing that he actually cares for others like Fry and Zoidberg, even if he hides it from most others. Next we have Krieger, not even going to try to pronounce his first name, it'll be on screen now, who mostly uses his intelligence for evil and weird animal experiments. He's in love with an anime simulation whom he kills every day. He shows very little if any care for others except for his animal experiments. He may also be the most insane person in this video. Lastly, we have Rick Sanchez, whom from this point on I will just be calling Rick. He's easily the smartest person in this video and has the most sanity. Despite him probably doing the worst stuff out of anyone here, I do think he's at least less evil than Krieger. He shows that he cares for Morty many times. Rick tries to make himself happy and tries to deny that he cares about others, and Morty in particular. He's the most complicated character here, and there are plenty more seasons of character development waiting for him in the future. Intelligence. Rick's clearly the smartest of the three. We are constantly told he's the smartest man in the universe, and he can travel dimensions whenever he wants. He's pretty much able to do whatever he wants. The second smartest, I'd say at least, is Farnsworth. He has managed to travel through time, something that even Rick has yet to do. He's also managed to move from his 3D universe to a 2D universe, and is a fountain of knowledge for the other characters, despite him being senile. Krieger is still very smart and is the smartest person we've ever met on Archer, but Archer is still set in a fairly realistic setting in a modern time, therefore giving him a disadvantage and therefore making him the least knowledgeable of the three. Humour. Probably going to get a lot of hate for saying this, but I think Rick is probably the least funny person here. He's by far the most complicated personality-wise, but a lot of his humour is rants and sometimes fart jokes, as well as a lot of fourth wall breaking. I don't find the vast majority of fart jokes funny, which straight away gives him a disadvantage. His fourth wall breaks are pretty funny, but I don't think they're hilarious. His rants, on the other hand, are pretty goddamn funny. It's pretty close between Farnsworth and Krieger, but I think Krieger is probably better. While Farnsworth has made me laugh more, Krieger is more consistent with how much he makes me laugh. Him having little screen time could be a bad thing, but with him being as ridiculous as he is, it's probably for the best as it doesn't spoil him. Inventions slash experiments. Farnsworth has made a time machine, a smelloscope, and, most importantly, his Planet Express ship. The episodes where he's the main character often have his inventions become very essential to the story. Krieger has his way of getting drugs undetectable, his animal monsters, and most recurring, his girlfriend which he programmed himself. Rick has the Meeseeks box, the car battery miniverse, and, most iconic, his portal gun, as well as many more inventions and experiments, just like the other two. Since Rick's the main character in his show, he has the most inventions, or it seems like it, and his often feel the most important to the plot. The most important inventions from any of these shows are Rick's portal gun, which is used every episode, and Farnsworth's Planet Express ship, which is used every episode. Krieger's stuff isn't usually necessary to the plot, but often contains the most hilarity. How they use their genius. Farnsworth uses his genius to learn how to make things. Making things is sometimes due to his interests, and sometimes due to the madman creeping around the inside of his brain. Krieger's genius is mostly used in experiments like the radioactive Piggly, but unlike Farnsworth, Krieger does it almost always out of insanity or cruelty. Rick uses his genius to have fun. Since Rick is so smart, everything is easy to him, so he mostly does stuff that he likes doing, like making Anatomy Park. Overall. This is my opinion, so if you disagree then great. Be sure to let me know in the comments whom you like the most, and least, and middle. Right, it's come to my ranking of the three of them. It's honestly all pretty close, but if I had to pick, my favourite would be Farnsworth, second would be Krieger, and third would be Rick. Out of everyone here, Farnsworth has made me laugh the most, and his character has more of a backstory than Krieger, and I just all around find him the most interesting and like him the most. That isn't me saying he's got the best personality and he's the most complicated, it's just me saying I like him the most. Me saying I find him the most interesting doesn't mean I think he has the most depth. That would be Rick. I just find Farnsworth the most interesting and the funniest. My second favourite, or second least favourite, or middle, is Krieger, because he's the most consistent with making me laugh, with all of his weird experiments and all the messed up shit he gets up to. I know people are going to be super pissed off at me for this, but Rick is last. Just let me try to explain why. I do enjoy his character. In fact, he's the main reason I love Rick and Morty. So, why is he last? Simple. 2 seasons. Season 3 is currently airing, and that's amazing so far, and I know it's quality over quantity, but at some point quantity does become an issue. He's great and has by far the most potential out of the 3 to become my favourite character, and I do think there's a good chance he will become my favourite. I just need to see more from his character. Agree or disagree with my opinion? You probably disagree. Be sure to let me know in the comments. Until next time, bye I guess.